Hey there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So today I'm going to be doing a session about features that you should know about Zoom. So most of us have used Zoom over the last couple of years, whether it was for the pandemic, for work. I've thrown birthday parties on funerals. I've done baby showers on Zoom. Recently, we've done funerals on Zoom. And so Zoom is more than just a business platform for virtual events. It's so much more beyond that. But that's where people know mostly about Zoom, the video conferencing features, for you to have, again, workshops, webinars, meetings, or virtual events. But it's so much more. I want to start introducing you to all that more slowly but surely. So first off, I'm going to talk a little bit about a poll that I recently did that was on LinkedIn. So I did a poll on LinkedIn and I asked, what type of Zoom account do you have? And if you didn't get to participate on the poll, go ahead and throw it into the comments. So what type of Zoom account do you have? You have a free account, right, that you use when you're joining sessions, but you don't really produce a lot of Zooms, or maybe you do, meetings that are 40 minutes long because that's what they give you on the free account. So do you have a free account? Put A in the comments. B, do you have a paid account where you pay monthly either for yourself or for your business, right? It's a paid account. And then lastly, C, do you have a school or a work associate account where you don't have to pay for it technically, but your job or your school has provided you with a premium Zoom account, a pro Zoom account? So let me know in the comments. So again, what type of Zoom account do you have? A completely free account. B, do you have, and I think they're doing the gestures are popping up. So A, do you have a free account? B, do you have an account that you pay for yourself? Or C, do you have a pro account, but it's paid for by your school or your job, right? So let me know in the comments. When I did that poll originally on LinkedIn, the majority of people have a free Zoom account. I'm going to let you know a little secret. Zoom, I've had a paid Zoom account, I think, since either 2015 or 2017. I don't remember the exact year. And having a paid Zoom account has opened so many doors of opportunities for me. It's increased my productivity. It's gotten me hundreds of thousands, not tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars in clients because of the events that my company does. And, I'm in tech support, so it makes sense. But having a paid Zoom account, which costs about roughly with taxes and everything, about $16 a month, has been so essential to my business growth. Here's why. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Then I'll go into the 5 features you need to know about Zoom. Some of the features are available on the free account, but I highly recommend you upgrade to a paid account. If you need to upgrade your company to a paid account, or your team, or you're trying to upgrade and figuring it all out which account you should get, let me know. Book a call with my team. We are Zoom Silver Partner experts, so we are certified by Zoom to support individuals and organizations that want to purchase a Zoom account. So we are certified to do that, and we're literally experts on Zoom, and we've run hundreds of Zoom events, use Zoom phone, Zoom contact center, and you probably never even heard of those things, but I'm gonna ease y'all in. I don't want to overwhelm everyone with too much Zoom, but Zoom is such a critical platform to have in your tech stack, whether it's, again, for personal or for business. But so the again, it's like $16 a month for the paid account. So some of the features, let's dive into the features. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and talk about some of the features. And if you haven't already, check us out on YouTube, the GSD Solutions YouTube, and I'm going to put that link in the chat. But if you go to youtube.com and just look up GSD Solutions, you'll find us. And we have dozens of tutorials on different tools you can use on Zoom, how to onboard onto it, explanations of the different tools. But this tutorial, this live stream that I'm doing right now, is because I realized not enough people know that they're either underutilizing their paid Zoom account, or that they should upgrade to a paid account, and how much benefits it has. So let's go ahead into the screen share. So if you have a paid, so my account is paid. So I just want to say that. So some of the features may not be available for the paid account, but a good amount of them, for the free account, but a good amount of them are. First up, Zoom Notes. So when you're about to do a meeting and then you send a person the Google Doc, or your Notion doc or whatever, Zoom has an embedded feature inside of the account where you can start the note here. You create it before, during, or after the meeting. So you start taking your notes of what you want to write. So if I want to create a new note, it's going to populate, and it looks exactly like the Word documents that we're so used to. So, we could have the agenda in here, topics, meeting guests, meeting guests, and we could format it and we could then export it later. So you could format it with the text, colors, etc., making this bold. Let's say I want the team to look at this image at a certain point during the event, right? So we could add in different things to have this robust document directly attached to our Zoom meeting that we're going to be doing with whatever team. So super easy to share. You copy the link and you share it with whomever that needs to have access to that document. So that's first. Zoom Notes, definitely do not underutilize this tool. Second thing I want to talk to you about is going to be AI Companion. So we have a whole video on the AI Companion and what the AI Companion does. Everybody's talking about AI, how important it is, how fun it is, how cool it is to use. What the AI Companion does is allows you to get immediate meeting summaries. So it'll be taking notes. So if you're going to a meeting or a Zoom session, right? A lot of people might have, what are some of the popular ones? Phantom, Note Taker. There's another one. It starts with Orbit. I forgot the name of it. It starts with an O, but there are dozens of AI tools that would join the meeting as, it'll be like the person that like Georgie's AI Note Taker, right? It'll say that when it joins the meeting. And that one takes up a meeting space. So depending on what type of, so the average paid account has 100 seats. So if 20 people have their Zoom AIs, now 20 less people, not the Zoom AI, if 20 people have their AI note takers with them, now there's 20 less seats inside of that Zoom meeting. So that's first. So what this Zoom AI does is that allows you to, once you start recording, once you turn on the AI Companion in the meeting, so you could like start AI, it'll start processing the verbal language that's being spoken inside of the meeting. And then let's say somebody comes in 15 minutes late. If you open it up for participants to search that AI Companion, they can type in specific topics and then get caught up. Right? How many times have you had a meeting and then, put in the chat if you have a meeting and someone comes in late and then whoever's leading the meeting has to stop, give that person a recap, catch them up, maybe tell them a little extra details. And now instead of the meeting being 30 minutes along, right? The person that was 15 minutes late, maybe you gave them a 5 to 10 minute recap and now you're behind. So then that meeting runs over. And if y'all know me, I don't want meetings to run over. Let's get the work that we need to get done. Let's be efficient. So using the AI Companion, someone could come in, search what was talked about, or just click it to say, summarize what's been discussed so far in this meeting. They can even search if their name was mentioned. So they could type in their name to see if at any point during this meeting, their name was mentioned. How cool is that? To then know, okay, a question was asked of them or for them, and they can answer that question. And then after your meeting is over, you could come over to the AI Companion in the back end, and then you could click on the meeting and it'll actually summarize it and give you notes of what the meeting was about. And you could export and use that in whatever way that you see fit. So that's the second thing I'm going to tell you all about. And I believe the AI Companion is on the free account. I'm going to go to their pricing page in just a bit to kind of compare the free versus paid, but the majority of these features are available on the free account, but then, they maximize. No, I don't think it's on the free account. I think it's on your paid account. But again, highly recommend getting a $16 a month, high ROI. You could link it to your calendars. You could schedule Zoom meetings on the fly. You could do so much with just a simple $16 a month Zoom account. Next, we're going to talk about Clips. So we all have heard of Loom, or the majority of us probably have heard of Loom, Screencastify, or just any screen recording tools. Or maybe you've gone into a Zoom meeting because you're like, I need to record this. So you open up a Zoom and then you record it. And then sometimes you have to chop it and edit it. Well, Clips is Zoom's embedded tool in order to do that. Record yourself and your screen, and then you could chop it into a clip and get a specific link to that clip. So the similar functionality, think of you recorded, then edited, and then posted a YouTube video, right? Clips allows you to not have to leave Zoom to do any of that. You can record it in your Zoom meeting, then you can edit it as you need to see fit, and then it gives you a link that you can share with individuals and then collect data on who's watching it, collect emails, etc. So Zoom Clips already included. So if you were paying for an external tool and you were recording, like let's say you had Loom and you were recording yourself in Zoom with Loom, now you don't need to do that. So that, that's also saving on the SaaS tools. So I'm gonna share with y'all a fun fact. Did you know that SaaS usage, so software as a service. So when you sign up for like any of these tools, so Zoom, Loom, Calendly, Gmail, etc. When you sign up for these tools, it's billions of dollars of SaaS spend that gets wasted. Let me get the exact number for you. I had it in my head and I forgot it. I forgot it. So this is real. This is real time, y'all. So let me get that exact number, but I know it's in the billions. SaaS yearly. So let me get actually maybe I went too high. It's 18 million. 18 million is the number that they say here is wasted. So that means tools that people have signed up for and they don't use. And if we look at it as an individual business per business amount, right? Imagine how much, especially as a small or medium-sized business, if you have 10 accounts that are charging you $100 a month each, that's $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, and that could look like an additional contractor, bonuses, spending it in other ways, team dinners, whatever you so choose to spend it on. But there's a significant amount of SaaS spend waste, especially when you go on certain platforms and or you're marketed a tool like, oh my gosh, this is going to solve your problem of doing XYZ. You subscribe to the tool and then you never use it. You don't properly integrate it into your current tech stack. And why is that? Because most small and medium-sized businesses do not have an IT team. This is what the IT team, information technology. So just giving everybody code word for elaborate on the words, but this is what the IT team at most organizations does. The CTO, Chief Technical Officer, right? They're responsible for leading the teams that then establish what tech tools the company might use. And so when we see big organizations and we're just like, why is it so clunky? They don't have the most innovative tech, is because there's a deep dive of research that needs to be done, allotting a spend budget, and then making sure that each individual in that company knows how to use a tool, uses it to the most efficient way possible. And if they need to expand, they can expand. So as a small business, it's easy for us to, we subscribe to something that's, $15 a month. If you have 5 tools that are $15 a month, it adds up over the course of a year. So there's a significant amount of waste that's happening if we don't properly integrate these tools into our tech stack. So I say all that to say, if you have a tool and you're, for example, paying for a monthly Zoom account, there's other tools you may not need to subscribe to anymore because it's already embedded in this service. And was this if we had this conversation a year ago, a lot of these features weren't here. So being mindful about looking into updates that happen with the tech tools that you're using, being mindful about reevaluating your tech stack. So we actually have on our website a free tech stack tracker, and I'm going to link this in the description for the replay. So if you're watching real time, I'm going to grab the link for y'all, and it's also going to be in the description. Or if you head over to gsdsolutions.inc.com/product/tech stack tracker. So I'm going to put it in the chat, but actually I'm going to share the window. So here we go. So if you head over to our website, GSD Solutions, you'll see the tech stack tracker. And what it is a spreadsheet that we've created that helps small and medium-sized businesses, large businesses, you can use it too, but it helps you to understand what tools are in your tech stack. Are you currently using them? When do they expire? Because I don't know about y'all, but I've accidentally renewed a subscription that cost thousands of dollars and I wasn't even using it because I forgot the deadline date. And let's not even start talking about cancellation plans. So definitely take advantage of this tech stack tracker. It calculates a lot of the features for you. So, you put in the numbers on one tab, and then on another tab, it calculates how much you're spending, where you can save money inside of your tech stack. So again, head over to gsdsolutionsinc.com and get the tech stack tracker, and it will be in the replay description. All right, so let's go back to Zoom. So I've talked so far about notes. I then talked about AI companion clips, and I talked about clips. The next thing I want to talk about is surveys. So previously you could do Zoom polls, right? So Zoom polls are great. You could get feedback from your attendees, but now they've enhanced it so that way it's even better, right? As you can see, the little gender, like I said, we did a baby shower gender reveal, so people are participating. So what you can do is create the poll or the survey or even a quiz prior to the session. So surveys are, again, more robust, so that way you could collect data, especially if you're doing internal workshops for your organization, or you need to collect this information. Previously, you had to have the event, have the person join on Zoom, and then you're hitting and sending in the chat, make sure you complete the survey, make sure you complete the survey, make sure you complete the survey. Raise your hand if you've been guilty, if you've experienced this as an attendee, or if you have been the team producing this and experienced this, right? It's a lot. It's overwhelming. So what I'm telling you, what I highly recommend is, now that it's integrated directly into Zoom, go ahead and create the survey or the poll or the quiz right inside of Zoom. You could then download the data and then import it into whatever CRM tool that you use. If it's Salesforce, HubSpot, ClickUp, whatever tools that you're using, so that way you have the data there, but your participant doesn't need to do 10 different things in order to access it, right? Access to taking the next step. Because if you send a, SurveyMonkey link, let's say they close the Zoom, or they get kicked out, or they don't open it fast enough, right? Or they open it and it kicks them out of the Zoom. So a lot of complications happen there. So if you have it all in one place, and again, this is on the $16 a month. Yes, I said $16 a month Zoom introductory plan. Professional plan. So you could do a poll or a quiz. So let's go ahead and do a survey. And it's super simple to create. You add in your questions. You could choose the type of answer you want. Is it a rating scale? And you could add, you could duplicate questions. So you could make it as robust, that you could design it, make it all pretty, add an image at the top, and then, view what it would look like. So you could utilize your Zoom account in this way. So let's save this as a draft. All right. So we talked about notes. We talked about AI companion, clips. We talked about surveys. So what I want to talk to you about is the Zoom scheduler tool. So now, Calendly, you're in some competition. So you just have to activate or purchase it. So depending on your account type. But what Zoom scheduler does is it essentially replaces Calendly, right? I don't need it. I also use multiple tools. But what it does, let's say you want to keep everything integrated. So depending on your company size, so this is more of a conversation for a medium or a larger size company. You want to, all your meetings are already on Zoom. So you want to integrate the Zoom scheduler tool so that we could easily have everything in one place when it comes to your meeting. So you don't need a third-party tool. So the point I'm trying to make here, to bring it all home, is that there's a lot of features. They've upgraded their data and privacy, right? To allow for more settings of how you could remove people from events, what you need to do within different sessions. The whiteboards is another feature that a lot of people don't take advantage of. So in the meeting, you create a whiteboard, and now your whiteboard exists even after your session. So for example, you could do an icebreaker using a whiteboard. You could do a group activity, an interactive workshop, learning. So with these whiteboard templates, now you could create the whiteboard before the session, share it, and have people collaborate during the session, and then have it to be able to send out after the session. And this is just the Zoom introductory platform. Zoom has so many more features, and I did mention I was going to go ahead and look at the plans and pricing for y'all. So let's get over there real quick and see which account. So the basic account, you have 40-minute meetings, 100 attendees. So you do have clips, basics, and notes inside of the Zoom basic, but then with Zoom Pro, that's where you get the AI companion, super cool tool. You can integrate your mail and calendar service. So if you have Zoom Client, aka Zoom desktop version, then it makes it all in one place. So you can access all your different email inbox, your different calendars, and click into meetings and access the different things directly from Zoom. So I'm going to keep doing these workshops because I feel like there's so many things that people don't know about Zoom. And as a Zoom partner, we definitely want to educate you all on how you can use Zoom to maximize and grow your business. Their features have tripled in the last few years, and they keep on expanding, they keep on growing, and it's just a great solution to use from start to finish in growing your business, engaging your employees, engaging your clients, and just really easy to use, right? Really user friendly, and has so many features that a lot of us are underutilizing, myself included. So I hope this workshop was helpful for everyone and you learned a little something today. Again, there are so many other features, and if you want to have a conversation around Zoom and how you can access these features, how to train your team on it. My team, we are all Zoom certified experts. We are a Zoom partner. And so we could walk you through that. So no matter your company size, we could help you make sure that you are maximizing your usage of the Zoom platform, as well as if you need to upgrade to different services, we can support you through that as well. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you learned a little bit. Go ahead, please share this with others. Check out the tech stack tracker, and I'll update the description for this video to include the tech stack tracker, as well as the link to book a consultation call with us here at GSD Solutions, or you can just head on over to our website, gsdsolutionsinc.com, and book a consultation call there. And I will see y'all in another one. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope this was helpful. Like this video, share it with others. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? Lots of great resources there. And I'll talk to you all soon. All right. Bye, everybody.